Hello, hi guys. Welcome to the petrol versus diesel comparison set of videos, and this is the first one of the series. And the first of all, the reason why I decided to make that video was because, despite searching all over YouTube, I couldn't really get much answers to or exact answers to what I was looking for. So I just sat down, I did some research, and came up with essentially all the explanation that I required. Um, for in regards to diesels versus petrol, why that, why not that, and all that. Um, so in the first video, this is often something that has just come to my mind, is it why sports cars don't have diesel engines, even though diesel engines have such a high torque, and high torque means faster acceleration. So how come they don't have any? The sports cars don't tend to have diesel engines in them. So, there are mainly five reasons that I am aware of. Number one, for an equivalent size petrol engine and diesel engine, when I say equivalent size, I mean equivalent capacity or liters. For example, a 2-liter diesel engine and a 2-liter petrol engine. So a 2-liter petrol engine will generally have more horsepower than a diesel engine, and obviously, you need more horsepower to go faster. And the second reason is an equivalent size petrol engine is lighter than the diesel. So basically, if both of them are 2 liters, then the petrol engine is going to be lighter. Now that is because of a few things. Number one is that diesel engines have to be sturdier, they have to be stronger, and obviously that's to withstand a higher compression ratios during their operation, and hence heavier and more complex components in the engine. That includes really everything: the cylinders, the pistons, all those mechanical components there. And diesel engines tend to have, most of them tend to have a turbo as well, and a turbo obviously is heavier. So everything is heavier because it has to be stronger to withstand a lot of torque and power. So a heavier engine means a heavier car, which isn't great for performance at all. As we all know, the lighter car can go faster and require less horsepower. The third reason is that diesel engines, obviously, so because one might ask, okay, then why can't we just make diesel engines smaller and so that they're lighter? Well, diesel engines are quite complex, and there is a limit to how small they can be, and generally speaking, they can't be made any smaller. For example, there are like small petrol engines in cars, as as small as usually 660 cc in Japanese cars, those small K cars. Whereas for diesel engines, I mean, the smallest diesel engine that I have seen is 1.2 liters, really, in a car. So it can't really go any smaller than that. Otherwise, it won't really be as useful, or probably won't even work. The fourth reason, obviously, weight is there, performance is there, but why do people want sports cars? They like driving fast, but not only that, they like the noise, the sound of the engine as well, and the note that it makes. And diesel engines don't sound as good, and that's mainly to do with that they are louder, louder because of higher compression ratios, which causes knocks during combustion, and heavier mechanic components. All of that make a lot of noise, and that noise is not really that doesn't really sound very nice. Now, fifth reason. So fifth reason is that petrol engines can rev high. Diesel engines usually tend to rev maximum up to like 4 or 5,000 RPM maximum. Whereas petrols in general on an average probably can go up to 6,000 to 7,000 RPM. They can go much higher, less obviously in Formula 1 they can go up to 20,000 and all that, obviously. And high rev, when and high revving sounds really nice. That note sounds really nice, and you want that thrill and that enjoyment in a sports car. And really a low revving engine which doesn't really sound even nice won't be a good option for a sports car. Why would you want that? So there you go. These were the five main reasons that I have come up with after my my research on petrol versus diesels, why sports cars don't tend to have diesel engines in them. If you have more if you're aware of any more reasons, or if you disagree, or you have a different explanation, please put that down in the comments. And if you like the video, then please do like, subscribe, and do watch my other videos as well on petrol versus diesel on the list. So I'm sure you'll like them as well if you like this one. Okay, bye bye, see you next time.